It's happened. A few days ago, I saw this bike and I bought it. So, some of you may have seen it in the background, but I have or I used to have, a 2015 Harley Davidson Sportster. Um, I love the bike, it was a great bike, but I've been getting really into these mini bikes. And so I ended up parting ways with it this past weekend. And these are just some last footage of me with it. I ended up bringing it over to RC Hill Honda over in DeLand, Florida. Great dealership, great, sales guys there. They pretty much just welcomed me in. I mean, before I even showed up, I called them and just to check if it was available, and we were already setting up to come and get the bike. So, I mean, great guys. Their dealership is huge. I think they said that they're one of the largest, Honda dealers in the state there, and I believe it. I mean, the Honda dealership near me is, nothing like this. So I pretty much traded in the Harley, and when I came in, they were, very excited to show me, and I was excited to see it. The Grom that I've never ridden, never seen. I just kind of, like I said, I had that Harley, and that's the only bike I, really had for a while. And when I saw that Grom, I was like, wow, this just feels right. I pretty much began modifying it the second I saw it. I mean, I had already bought it before I even showed up, a little like screen protector for the front, dash there. I installed that thing so fast before I even signed the paperwork on it, and they had little signs not for anyone to sit on the bike, so I was appreciative of that. And the salesperson I was working with, Mike, was great. He even showed me the much sought after Honda Navi here, and I've never seen one either. A buddy of mine told me that these things are just hard to find. They're just selling so quick, and so I got to see one up close and in person. And like I said, they have a great selection of bikes there, and so yeah, great dealership. And when I was back on the Grom, I was like, man, let's get this thing signed off so I can ride it back. I'm about 2 hours away. So what you're seeing here is my very first time getting on the Grom. Never ridden one, I said before. I think I sat on one years ago, but this is the first time sitting on this particular Grom. And you can see it's 0 miles, if you can see that on the dash. And I mean, brand spanking new. And yeah, it was just quite an experience. All right, so you guys are seeing me pretty much mount up and head out for the first time. Like I said before, I've sat on a Grom at a dealership once, but I've never turned it on or felt it or anything like that. And that was an older Grom, obviously. This model year is a 2023, and the body style changed for the third gen in 2022. So this is, I definitely haven't ridden these, and yeah, it was just an experience, just hopping on it, and especially because I rode the Harley for about more than 120 miles to get to the dealership, and so I'm just feeling out everything, the clutch, the pedal placement, brake placement, like I'm just getting used to everything, the mirrors, yeah, so it was just a cool, first step, because it only feels new once. And then after you start riding it for a while, it's like it becomes just an extension of you. You're just like, this is no big deal to ride. But, right now I was just really enjoying, especially just like, looking back now, it's like, it just felt so new and so foreign. It's kind of like, if any of you guys have ever, like, I don't know, like grew up in a house and you had only one game console. You went over a buddy's house and he had a different console, and, and you pick up the controller and you're just like, whoa, like, all right, I played games before, but I'm not used to the, PlayStation controller or the, N64 controller, whatever it is. Anyways, so kind of similar to that. Once you get used to it, though, you know where everything's at, and it feels pretty good. I think I honked at one guy once because I wasn't used to the turn signals being on one side. Harley had them on each side, and I wasn't used to that, and so a lot of me driving, leaving that blinker on, a lot of me driving, honking at people in the first couple minutes. So it was an adjustment, I'll say. So I'm sure a lot of you guys probably want to know why I would trade in a Harley Davidson, Sportster for, for a Grom. And a lot of people will have a Grom as like a backup bike, but for me, it's like my main bike. It's my main street bike. And I have so much peace with that decision. I just think it fits me so well in the kind of riding and how often I ride. And so I just, if you guys know the channel, you guys know I ride a lot of Razor bikes, and I love making content on that stuff. But the Grom just felt like a perfect fit. So, I'll definitely get into it on a full-on review. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a comment. I got a lot of ideas. I just got to put them down and do them. So the final product may not be as polished, but I'm going to try and put out the best content I can and for you guys to just enjoy it. So subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.